as the lights are flashing on the starter stand. So just running through Berry, Panalis, Ingle, Pakovic, Foster and Conley. The running order as we go to green, not this time by. So the starter unhappy with Simpson and McKinley on the front row. Simpson was the fastest in both, well, at the end of qualifying. He set his time in Q1. A 44.754 was the time. Josh Brooker with that win in heat number 2. He had a 6th in heat 1 and a 3rd in the pre-final, which is why he's starting from 3 right now. So Brooker has got some speed. McKinley has got the consistency. 2 seconds and a 3rd. Side by side, it's Simpson and McKinley as they come to the green light. And it is Simpson off the pole who gets the run into Conica turn number 1. It's the Clubman Super Heavy, brought to you by the Narellan Motor Inn, heading up the back straight and up the hill for the first time. On the inside, fighting back McKinley on Simpson, who was your early race leader. And McKinley, I think, might have made the move for the lead. He has. Muscat, I think, also followed him through. Or was that Brooker in the 11? It's very close for the front, well, for the first few positions. As a race leader is Ben McKinley in the 4. Now McKinley has been Mr. Consistency. 2 seconds and a 3rd, as I mentioned. The number 4 cart from Toowoomba in Queensland, Ben McKinley. Across the line, it's Brooker in 2nd position. Then it's Scott Simpson back down there in 3rd with Mark Muscat behind him in 4th. The 59 of Craig Arnott is in 5th place. Then it's Otter, Strawn, Stallborn, Rowley and Jarnis as they make their way back off the bridge. The OTR racing cart of Josh Brooker is getting plenty of pressure on the back of his bumper from Scott Simpson. But all the while, the OTK cart of Ben McKinley is leading the way and has opened up a handy buffer at the moment. Simpson trying to make a move on Brooker, but as yet can't quite do it. The 2 OTK teammates running 1st and 3rd on the racetrack. Simpson heads up the back straight once again, a state championship holder in Clubman Super Heavy, and he is working hard on the back of Brooker's bumper, just can't quite find the way to make the move. But it is Ben McKinley. So Queenslanders certainly with the advantage here. It's Queensland 1 and 2 with Josh Brooker. Sorry, no, it's not. It's Queensland 1 and 3 with McKinley and Simpson in 1st and 3rd. Brooker from New South Wales is running in the 2nd position as Simpson has a look across the start line, but not close enough to pull off the move. They work up the back straight, and I think Simpson's got a great run this time. He stays in the wheel tracks until they hit the flat on the top of the bridge, and then he takes the position to the inside. And now it is Scott Simpson who is your new 2nd placeman. He moves up ahead of Josh Brooker and sets his sights on the 4 card of Ben McKinley. So now it's definitely Queensland 1 and 2 as they work their way back through the infield. What can Simpson do to close up the gap, which at last lap was about half a second between 1st and 2nd? Now, as they come across the line to complete lap number 4, that gap is out to 0.6 of a second. Not surprising, because Simpson had to make the pass on that previous lap.
This is looking like a major upset with McKinley here. No doubt about our favourite going into this event was Simpson, but McKinley in the number 4 card has done the better of the 2 so far. The race only a lot less than halfway over, so there's a long way to go yet. But McKinley is the leader over Simpson with Brooker in 3rd place. 4th place at the moment is Mark Muscat, followed by Craig Arnett. But our leader's now heading up towards Speedway Corner, and again, that gap is not too big. You wouldn't think that Scott Simpson would be panicking at this stage. There's well and truly enough of a small gap there to be able to reel that in the next few laps as they head down to Conica Corner, and we'll see if Simpson can get the run on McKinley as they go up towards the Yokohama Bridge.
Tell you what though, Glenn, I'm just looking at the carport, the top of the carport in front of the commentary box, and also on the side window of the commentary box, and we're starting to get some spits of rain out on the circuit. So with rain possibly being a factor, you can see McKinley and Simpson. Now they'll have plenty of temperature in their tyres, so if it's just a very, very light shower, that won't play as big of a problem for the drivers out there. But if it really starts to bucket down, then being on the slick tyres could see us with stacks on the mill all over the track. One driver that's been going absolutely amazingly up through the order, he started out a 22nd starting position, and that is Lee Foster in the 20 kart, as he has worked his way up to 9th place. As at the lead, Simpson as trying to make a move on McKinley, but McKinley holding on for the moment. McKinley leading the way from Scott Simpson, Brooker, Muscat, Arnott. Then you go back to Otter, Strawn, Rowley and Foster in the 20 kart, the man really making the moves.
Simpson's our new leader. He's just got through on the inside of McKinley as they came into the infield hairpin proper. So now it's McKinley that's got all the work to do. Scott Simpson out in front looking very comfortable. This is where he wants to be, and I guess he would have been panicking a little bit there when he was in 3rd spot. As they head out of the Conica corner and head up towards the Yokohama Bridge, we'll see what McKinley's got for him as they go up over the bridge. He's looking to the inside, but no doubt about Simpson will come across and close that option right off as the front 4 karts are nose to tail as they head down towards the infield proper. Simpson's our leader, McKinley in 2nd, Brooker's 3rd, and then Muscat is in position number 4. As they come through the infield hairpin, it's still a good-looking Scott Simpson, looking very comfortable in front with a lot of pressure now coming from McKinley in 2nd place. As a matter of fact, McKinley is really putting the wood on Scott Simpson in front as they head down towards Conica corner. The rain is staving off. It doesn't look to be any wetter than it was last time around. There are no red and yellow flags waving, so the officials don't think it's too slippery. McKinley has another look on the inside. Simpson's too good for him though, doesn't bother to brake. Throws the tail out wide through the right-hander in the middle of the pinch. Now Simpson into the infield proper. Oh, and there's a move 3rd on 2nd, so McKinley's been relegated by Brooker back to 3rd place, with Brooker moving into 2nd. So it's now Brooker's turn to see if he can do something about Scott Simpson out in front. And the further they go, the further Scott Simpson leads this race. He's opening up a really good gap now, 5 or 6 kart lengths at least, but a good dice happening between 2nd and 3rd, McKinley and Brooker, or should I say Brooker and McKinley. For a very short time it's going to be Brooker and McKinley, but I think that order is going to be reversed very shortly as the man in 4th place, Muscat, comes across the bridge, and Muscat will move into 3rd spot and relegate McKinley back to 4th as Scott Simpson enters the infield proper. 2nd place is Josh Brooker in the 2 white karts out in front. Then comes Ben McKinley in the 4 kart. Is that making sure that I've got that right? It's not McKinley. McKinley's in 4th spot. No, it's not. Difficult to see the numbers from up here, but McKinley in 3rd, that's great. So he hasn't lost anything in that. Simpson 23 is our leader. Josh Brooker in kart number 11 is holding down 2nd place. A very close 3rd is McKinley, who now is looking to the back of Josh Brooker as they go over the bridge. Not able to do anything this time around as they head down towards Tractor Tyre corner, and the kart in 4th place is starting to come up too. That's Mark Muscat. So he's making his presence felt in the top 4 karts as they make their way into the hairpin. Scott Simpson seems to have opened that gap to a pretty comfortable 7 or 8 kart lengths now over Josh Brooker in 2nd. McKinley on the back of Brooker, doing everything he can to try and get the number 11 kart in a compromising position as they head down to Conica. Simpson's absolutely immaculate through there, gets a great run out, and you watch the gap open up between Simpson and Brooker as they head up over the Yokohama Bridge, with McKinley having another look on the inside of Brooker, but Brooker's wise to that one and breaks about 15 feet later than he normally does. Down into the infield proper, and this time Brooker's closer to Simpson. That 8 kart lengths has dropped to 5. Down into the infield hairpin, beautifully through. Oh, Brooker ran wide and has lost the run on it as McKinlay closes it up onto the back of Brooker. Into Speedway Corner with 4 laps left to run. Scott Simpson is our convincing leader over McKinlay in second place. Then, Brooker in second place, McKinlay in third, and Mark Muscat in fourth. Craig Arnett in fifth place is broken away from the next battle group that is Bruce Otter, Phil Strawn, Lee Foster and Thomas Janis. Those 4 are dicing for position number 7 as they go over the top of the bridge. Meanwhile, our leader, Scott Simpson, is into the infield proper. There's 3 and a bit laps to go, with Brooker still in second place. McKinlay's still there, though. McKinlay is looking for a way past, as he has done for the last 4 or 5 laps in total. So McKinlay's starting to run out of time. He's got to do something about Brooker very quickly if he's going to ever catch the leader, Scott Simpson. The pass has got to be very, very soon. Down into Conica, is there a pass on the inside coming? No. Brooker's hold a great line in the middle of that corner all the way round, and that closed off any option that McKinlay might have had. So across the Yokohama Bridge, and still Simpson the leader, and this battle group for second is now 5 carts strong as they come through Tractor Tyre Corner. Brooker still in second over McKinlay. In fourth place it's Muscat, then Arnett's moved up onto the back into fifth place, and sixth place is Bruce Otter, who's joined in this group as well. They're having a great old time, this gaggle of carts fighting over second spot as Simpson comes through Speedway Corner. We'll forget all about him as we've got a move on the inside from McKinlay on Brooker, side by side as they go over the start finishing line down towards Conica, and it's McKinlay that comes out on top temporarily because Brooker's gone underneath. McKinlay's committed the mortal sin and has got 4 or 5 carts behind him that are making move forward, so Simpson's the leader over Brooker. McKinlay's dropped back to fifth, and I think it's Arnett that moved up. Well, no, it's not. It's Mark Muscat that's moved up into fourth place. So as they come down to the track, the infield hairpin, there'll be 1 lap left to run after this lap. So the last lap board to come out this time is Simpson's looking very comfortable. We can put the glasses down. Brooker in second place, also looking pretty comfortable, but not too comfortable because he's got the 59 cart of Craig Arnett, and Craig has got Bruce Otter that's not too far behind, although Otter has dropped off the pace just a little bit. As we look for our leader, he's opened up a tremendous gap now, probably the best part of a second and a half lead as they go over the skyline. Brooker in second place has consolidated his position, and I'll be very surprised if that's not how the first 2 cross the line. It's not that case though for third, because we've got a real ding-dong happening for third at the moment. McKinlay's got himself back involved as they come down into the hairpin. Oh, side by side as they go through there. McKinlay on the inside, he's pushed the cart on the outside. I can't see the number on that cart, but it was McKinlay that did the dirty that time around. But the checkered flag is out. Scott Simpson takes the win. Brooker will come home in second place. The number 27 cart of Bruce Otter grabs third place in a very exciting last lap for him. So last spot on the podium goes to Bruce Otter in the number 27 cart. In fourth place is Mark Muscat in cart number 15. Then Ben McKinlay in cart number 4, rounding out in 5th position, which is a disappointment to McKinlay. He was better than that, and it was a mistake coming out of Conica Corner that cost him the race, or cost him second place at least. So 7th position goes to Phil Strawn. Sorry, 7th position goes to John Rowley. 6th position goes to Phil Strawn. Lee Foster in 8th in cart number 20. Thomas Yanis in cart number 19 in position number 9. And David Endress in the number 22 cart comes home and rounds out the top 10.